headed to our first vendor event of the 2026-27 school year. We are headed to NewPath Church here in Raleigh, and we cannot wait to show you what our vendor table looks like and everything. So come along with us as we head to our first vendor event of the season. Sunflowers. It is now officially Monday and our event was Saturday. Let me give you more about the event. The event was Lori's quarter auction. She used to do auctions at another location and now she's on her own. And it was July 25th. The auction was from 5 to 10 at NewPath Church in Raleigh. The vendor fee was $26. It is a quarter auction, like you bid on different things. There's a group of vendors and they set up their vendor tables. When it's your turn as a vendor, you go up, you have 2 items that people bid on from versus a quarter bid or 2 quarter bids. And then after all the vendors come up and do their, what they are, who they are, how much their prizes, they bid, and then they start the actual charity part of the auction. And then after that, after the charity part of the auction, we took a break for about we took a break for about 10 minutes before the live session, and then we went back, did the live auction, and then it was over. It was supposed to be from 5 to 10. We actually got out around 8, a little after 8 o'clock, because I took my husband to the car, came back, and they were already doing the live auction part, and then it didn't take any time at all. We got home at 8:45, so by the time we got home and settled and got everything out of the car, it wasn't until 10. We did make back our vendor fee, which is amazing. We did not 10x it, but this is actually our first event back doing events since we take a break in December to focus on teacher refreshes and trying to get our educators allocated with what they need for next year, or is there a way we can help you right now? And then we start back into the swing of the teachers beginning in the school year around April. And that's when we start, hey, applications are open, things like that. So we have been out of the vending event field for a very long time, but there are some vendor events coming. Takeaways from the event. Since I had been out of the vending event for a very long time, I felt overwhelmed, and I don't like feeling overwhelmed, especially with being in spaces where I know folks, and I know these folks since for a long time. And when we were the charity at this particular before she went to this new location, very familiar with the people and everything like that. I felt rushed. I felt like it was going too fast, but maybe it was just me. Maybe it was just me. It was indoors, so that was a plus. We did have to bring a table, which is fine. And what else? Would we go back? That is the thing we're debating. Not because of the distance, not because we just made our vendor fee and that's it. That is not the reason. The reason it's up to the board. To be perfectly honest, it's up to the board. I literally am just a bit player in this whole band of merriment, and it is up to the team. So if the team says, yeah, we'll go back there, then we'll go back there. If majority rules, we go back there, we go back there. If not, then this particular event we will not go to. There are other events that we have scheduled coming up, so I'm really, really excited to show you all the journey to there, and what I love it. Takeaways. How did folks like the products? I honestly do not know. There was one lady there. She did smell our teacher wellness room sprays and she loved it. However, no one was really there for that. It just seemed like if you weren't a vendor they knew from when she separated from where she was to now, no one really gravitated towards your table because we are a nonprofit. We're not, a girl who makes tumblers or a person who does this.
we didn't really get a lot of looky-loos. Like I said, if we didn't have a raffle at our table, I honestly don't think we would have had any people. But we are so very thankful for everyone who stopped by. We actually met one of our sunflowers, which is, it's always a good thing to see a sunflower out in the community. And we talked with her. We were able to coordinate a date for her bloom drop off and everything. It was awesome. So the kids got to help. They love helping with this particular event. When she was with the other company, but now that she's with another one, they still loved it. So it is literally up to the team if we go back or not. I always leave that to them. I never tell them, I give my opinion, and half the Bloom team was there. And when we go to a vote again for her next one, I think is in September, we'll have a vote as a team and see, was it worth it with the vendor fee and everything to go back. So that is my takeaway. I hope that you enjoyed this video, this take on us in our Bloom journey. We love going to vendor events. That is the one thing we have done for a while. We have been in the community very much since we started the organization, and we hope to continue to be in the community as much as we can. We do have several events coming up in August. So yeah, I'm so excited. We do have several events coming up in August, and I cannot wait to show you the drive there, our table setup, and hopefully get a lot more in depth in overall how we did and everything like that. If you've been to a quarter auction, let me know the things that you look out for. How do you pick them? Are you a regular at quarter auctions? And just let me know down in the comments down below. I wrap up for our very first charity auction being back for the school year of 2026-27. Don't forget, every purchase you make at any event we go to helps our sunflowers bloom throughout the school year from the first to the last bell. We are here for our educators. So we hope to see you again in the next video. Have a great day.